Okay, we are going live. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I gotta pop this chat out 1 second. There we go. And rocking. We're ready to go. Let's make it. Let's kick it up a notch. I wonder if I have this set. Add a little heat to the fire. There we go. We're looking good. Yep. We're all good. What's up, Melissa? How are ya? Woo. It's chilly out, but all good. Could be worse. Could be snowing right now. How you doing, Gail? What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Nope, not even close. All right, so we're gonna pull this off. There we go. We're gonna be doing part 2 of the Marble Madness. There we go. Oh, that sucks. Slip disc. Oh, that's never good. Okay, let's rock this. Okay, so we're just gonna make this. This one's actually gonna be kind of cool. It definitely has a different approach to it. So we're gonna be doing a little bit different variation. What's up from Ohio? What's happening? How are you guys doing tonight? Everybody hanging in? It's late, I know. I know it's super late. But it's okay, because we make it work, right? There we go. I'm gonna hit record for a little bit. So we're gonna use a little brownish color here. Wandering Brian, thanks for the high 5 in the jewels. High 5, brother. Sorry. Laptop is awesome. Yeah, I think that's amazing. All right, so this is called Butterscotch. It is one of the best colors on the planet. An inch, wow. Yeah, we don't have any snow right now. I'm debating whether we're gonna get it. I'm just not 100% convinced we are. I'm just not convinced we're going to get much snow this year. I'm hoping we do. It'd be nice. Well, a month broke. I'm so sorry. This is my full-time job. Okay, so we got some butterscotch running around this. I'm gonna take that and just spin it up. This creates some really cool marbles. The only thing that's a drawback with it is they can get a little meshed together. Sleep, Dad. What's up? Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is my full-time job. We are on a 100 marble challenge right now. I'm making 100 marbles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Red Squeak. So we're going to take this, and so the colors are all spiraled around right now. We just have to get it round. There we go. We're looking good. What's up? How y'all doing? Good to see everybody popping in. Thank you for jamming in. Sorry, I can speak. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Right now, we're just making a bunch of 1-inch marbles. I am in the Pacific Northwest of Washington. It really depends on the style of marble. It's been a while since I've looked at the prices, to be honest. That's usually handled on the website, and my wife handles that. So it's a little different for each one. It's hard to remember. I have like 300 items, and it's so hard to remember every single price of everything. You know? It just gets really tough. Jonathan, thank you for the jewels, and thank you for the cool comments. How many marbles? I am 28 into it. But my mom got back from the hospital, so I had to go make sure she got her medication. So I had to stop the stream for a little bit, make sure she got her medication in there okay, and then get back on. The website, you can go to starrynightglass.com, or you can go onto our Etsy and look under Starry Night Glass on Etsy as well. This might actually be kind of a cool reveal in a minute. What's my favorite marble? I have it right. I think it's close. I don't know if it's I might have one close by. I have like 3 marbles that are my favorite. You know, it's really kind of cool. But 2 of the 3 marbles that I really like are very small. They are not big. All right, we're going to grab that there. And I'm going to burn it off here, and hopefully we get a really nice color contrast on this. Let's get it all melted in and round. There we go. Looking good. What's up, Little? Thank you for all the jewels. I got you. I thank you for all the jewels. I appreciate that. All right, let's see if we can get this to kind of show a reveal a little bit, kind of like a last second. So while it's hot, it just shows everything as being kind of like an orange color. So this is technically cobalt blue and a color called butterscotch. This is a really good combo. Make sure we're on light mode here. All right, I'm gonna bring it out there. All right, see it? Now here we go. Now you can see all the caramel and or the cobalt blue and the butterscotch running through. That is a butterscotch color right there. There, that's better. So that's a dark cobalt and butterscotch. Now the next one I'm going to do, I'm not going to put so much butterscotch on it. We're going to lighten it up a little bit. What's up, Hawaii? I liked Hawaii. I went for my 50th birthday. It was the first time I'd gone. And it was a kick butt time there. I had a great time. Everybody was so freaking nice. All right, we're gonna park that in the kiln. Let's see if I got one of my favorite marbles nearby. If I was a favorite marble, where would I be? Let me step off screen for just a second. 1 second. No, not there. Oh, there's one. And do I have a second one? Yes. At least you can hear me when I'm coming through, right? So these are two of my favorites. All right. You up in Bremerton? Oh, that's awesome. All right. This one I really like. So this is the butterscotch, but this is in what's called a vortex. So it has that really deep look to it, but it's not very big. I'm gonna have to use a light with it. So there. So this is the vortex marble. You can see it looks very, very deep. It's stepping down, and then that's the back end of it. So I love that marble too. This one came out just exceptionally well. In fact, we're going to replace that one with that one right now. We're going to put the vortex right here. Face it the camera. There we go. And then my other one that I really, really, really like is this one. So this one is done with tubing. It is completely done inside out. You can see kind of has this brainwave look to it. And then if you turn on the black light, it is green. So it has that really cool green effect to it. In fact, we will replace one of these too. We'll park that there for the moment. Maybe I can park that. Move this one over and we'll park that one there. There you guys can see that. And there's the other uranium one. So yeah, we got some cool funky stuff. I am definitely jamming tonight. I don't know if you need to be an artist, honestly. Jonathan, thank you so much for the floating heart. I appreciate that. There we go. All right, let's make another one of those with the cobalt and caramel, because I didn't care for the last one too much. It was okay, but not perfect. I think there's two different types of glass people. You can be the type that does a lot of crazy, wild stuff. And the other type is what's kind of a production person. And that's where you learn to make 2 or 3 really good items, up to 10. And you make those items over and over and over and over and over. So those are kind of the two paths you can go down when starting out. You don't have to screenshot because this will be on my channel in a couple hours. All the live replays are available to watch. I think this is 26 right now. If I remember right. But this is a new combination of it. We're going to be using the butterscotch and creating these spirals running around. Yep, I'm actually a guy. I promise you. It's not a filter. I got a big ass air bubble in there. Looks like I dropped some air. Okay, there we go. So this is butterscotch. Have a good night, Amanda. Have a good night. All right, we're going to do a little less on here. And it should create a really nice pattern. We're only going to do 3 lines. Yeah, that should be enough. So it looks really funky right now. Nothing looks organized. Eccentric clone, what's happening? Now we're gonna grab it and we're just gonna twist it up. Here we go. Get a little bit of a spot. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. That is the winning combo right there. 3. Eccentric clone. Thank you so much for the floating party. Chloe, thank you for the corgi. Oh, awesome. All right, here we go. So we're gonna drop this into the marble mold. We're gonna get it going. Create some amazing, hopefully spirals. It looks good. And I don't have to get upset at it. Just do a size checker here. We're all good. Need a timer? What do you need a timer for? You can hit a timer. I'm gonna put a little tiny punchy right there. Small attachment. What's up, Jordan? How's everybody doing anyway? Y'all hanging in there? Been a busy weekend, right? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna spiral this up. It's looking good. Never see where you do all the detail? Yeah, it is a little bit, you know, but it's hard to see the detail. There's the mute button. To each their own. All right, here we go. We're gonna mute this thing. And there we go. We got nice spirals going. This one will definitely have a good reveal look to it. All right, we're gonna switch sides so I can finish rounding out the other end. Like that. We're making marbles. Lots of them. Yeah, definitely making some marbles. So a lot of people always ask, how do you see, does the flame hurt your eyes? And the answer is no with the glasses. So this lens is very identical, pretty close to what I have, what I'm wearing. And I'm going to show you what the difference is. So we're going to bring it in and look, magic. So that's how I see what's going on in the flame. And then that. I have no idea the name of the song. This is from Stream Beats, Paris Heller. So definitely click on Stream Beats and check it out. They are pretty awesome, actually. Copyright-free music. All kinds of different stuff. Wasn't that kind of cool, though? Red Squeak, thank you for the high five. Johnny, thank you for the thumbs up. Leah, thank you. Eccentric Clone, thank you. Yeah, that filter works really well, right? All right, here we go. I got it pretty round right now. So you got to do one last little polish of it after you run it through that mold. Oxygen and propane are the two gases. Eccentric Clone, thank you. All right, we're gonna bring this out. Again, this is cobalt blue and a color called butterscotch. It has more of a caramel property to it. So we're gonna let it cool off a little while it's red. You're not gonna see too much of the color, but we're gonna pop the light on and now you'll see the spiral. Off, on. Oop. There. Kind of trippy, right? See how it disappears? So it's a dark brown when it's off and a caramel butterscotch when it's on. It kind of shifts a little bit. I love my life. I'm doing good. How many tanks do I go through? I don't go through like a lot of tanks. Right now I'm on a liquid oxygen tank and I'll go through it in about a week. So I'm good for a week. And then I've got gigantic propane tanks accessible, so we're good on that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's copyright free music. So yeah, that's kind of the color. Now this will definitely show you what it does. See how it looks kind of ordinary? Watch. If I can get it to show. There. And then that section right there, you can see the stripes running through. There we go. Yeah, we'll do the filter again. I like showing the filter because a lot of people wonder you know, if it's hard on your eyes, and no. There are certain precautions you have to take if you have certain color eyes, though. And that's the cool part. But yeah, you definitely have to have certain welding shades added onto the lens itself. The lens is called digidium. I hate that name now. But a lot of digidium is used in camera lenses too. I think they call it color enhancing. Yeah, it is definitely copyright free. Stream Beats is 100% copyright free always, all the time. All right, let me buzz this off for 1 second. I just got to do this. Okay, so we're going to get this into a little bit of a oblong shape, somewhat. Then we're going to stripe the caramel on there. It's not caramel, it's butterscotch. So a little bit more. Almost there. Good. This is what the butterscotch looks like before you melt it, and then that tip right there is kind of how it forms later. It's kind of cool. I am in the US. Yep. It is late. I sleep like 3 hours a day, so I'm good. There we go. Like that. So now we just sit there and got stripes around. Auto dimming would be good for welding, I'm sure, but for this it wouldn't be good. What's up, Callie? How are you? But welding glasses, or welding torch, you could do that with. Favorite energy drink? That has to be Celsius. Oxygen and propane are the two gases. So yeah, you can just have your hand like that. Okay, so we're gonna do the glasses test. So notice how bright the flame is right now. We're gonna take the filter that my glasses are and pop it in, and boom. We are now what I see on a regular basis. That's how I am able to see into the fire. Is like that. Totally trippy, right? I would love to leave that on there, but you'd end up seeing everything as purple. Ava, we are making a ton of marbles. We're going to do a different marble after this one. We're on a 100 marble challenge. No, the flame is actually really, really bright blue. The camera it's never been able to pick it up correctly. It struggles with it. I'll pull the filter back over and you might be able to see it as blue with the filter. Not sure. Let's see, does that look blue now? See how it kind of went blue? Eccentric Glow, thanks for the jewels! Versus that. I got into glasswork because my mom started when I was 2 years old. So I grew up with it. I appreciate it, Ava. I really do. Makes me feel good. Like I'm actually doing something people want to see. Yeah, so that's how the flame actually looks. That filter kind of makes it that way. I wish it was a lightsaber. I really, really, really wish it was a lightsaber. I wouldn't be doing this right now. No, I am not Guy. I have looked like this for 30 plus years. Can you believe I've had this white ass hair since like 23? Yeah, it'd be 32 years. I've had this damn hair. I like it now, but back then I wasn't so happy. How much fuel does it use up? Not much. I'll let you guess. I didn't go through schooling. I learned from my mother. So I guess I was homeschooled. That's funny. Yeah, my mom started when I was 2, and so I pretty much grew up with this. And we're gonna pull this off. I love live streaming. Yeah, I absolutely love live streaming. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting a like, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. Scorch TV, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, the white hair is very natural. I've had it for 32 years. Can you believe that? I saw my first little white hair at 16. I was like, no. But it went pretty white really fast. All right, we got to get it out of the BB-8 shape and into a round marble. I wish I could take it to Flavor Town. Actually, you want to see glass in Flavor Town? I bet you I have Flavor Town glass. You want to bet? Yeah, it's been white that whole time. I had to find out why my hair went white. Like, what heritage caused my hair to go white? Anybody want to guess? What heritage am I that made my hair white? Kelly! Good night. Thank you. Thank you, young lady. Anybody want to guess? Found your first white hair at 16. Well, you might be the same. I have the same heritage. Anybody want to guess what heritage? Native? Okay. I'm just going to let it run for a minute. Okay, we're almost done with this one. This one's getting round. Then we're going to do a different one. It keeps coming back. Irish, Albanian, right here, Albanian, Viking, Targaryen. I wish it was Targaryen. Iceland, Italian, Switzerland. Nope, not there. No, I got it at 23, man. That's not old. Polish? Nope. I was surprised. I do sell glass hammers. Would you like to see one? Eskimo? No, that would be cool though. No, the heritage that created my white hair? Spanish. Never guessed that, would you? Spanish, Spaniard. Because all my cousins had the same damn thing happen. All of my cousins on the Spanish side. Someone said Spanish? Oh, there you go. I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Red Squeak said Spanish. No, I don't do any pipes. But I do make a hammer. You know, I might have a little Scottish because I love I loved track and field when I was young. Shot put was my thing. Throwing big ass metal ball. That was a lot of fun. All right, we're almost done with this one. I just have to get it a little bit rounder here. Do a little roll check with the size. And we're good. I'm going to show you how this looks, because it looks totally different. My mother's is spinning. All right. So it's super bright orange right now. So that is the cobalt. The orange you see is the cobalt glass when it's hot. We're going to bring it out and watch. Now you can see those caramel stripes bouncing through there. A little bit of a spiral right there. So yeah. All right, let's bust this thing off. There we go. Round that out. Got to let it sit for a second or it'll pop out there. I can do a wand actually. That's actually something I really want to do. No, the gas bill is not huge. This is a very, very fuel efficient torch. I'm not kidding. This thing is so fuel efficient. It's unbelievable. So someone asked about a glass hammer. There you go. There's a glass hammer. Totally functional. I'll show you something kind of cool. All right. I love this piece. I'm not selling this at all. Okay. But this is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is a dragon dagger, and it has a gold fume texture to it. So there's the shiny side and the matte side. And I'll just pop it right here so you can see it. It's 19 inches. No, that hammer actually hammered a bunch of nails, like hundreds. Yeah, that hammer, there's a video of it being used on my YouTube. It's on the shorts. Go look at the shorts. If you go look at my shorts, you'll see that hammer being used by my roofing contractor. You guys want to see something even sicker than that? Type 1 in the chat if you want to see something sicker, and I'll bring it out before I start the next marble. And between that, there's the uranium, because everybody always asks about uranium. Just type 1 in the chat, and if you want to see the hammer or the next piece, it's a little better than that. Oop. Just had a bug fly in my eye. And you say, happy birthday, my friend, and chat went bananas. Sorry. All right, let's bust it out. There's enough ones. I don't even need to wait. It's going to take a second. Hold on. I got to reach way back here. And there we go. So we have to sit really far back for it because it does not fit in the freaking camera. So there. That is one of my favorite pieces right there. I love this thing. And there is the hilt, the handle. Everything is solid except for this part right here. This has a little bubble in it. It's a little bit of a air bobble, but yeah, I can't even fit this thing in the camera. I used to have it hanging up here, but TikTok made me take it down. And one last piece to show off. So everybody always asks what my mom made. And this was the little cool thing my mom used to make. This is who I learned from, my mother. She made these little glass clowns. Very cool. Anyway, back to work. Yeah, that sword is a lot of fun. What's the saddest piece I've dropped? I've never dropped anything that was bad. Yeah, the hammer actually works. I've never dropped anything, but I did have a situation where my giant schnauzer jumped on my desk and knocked off a whole bunch of stuff. But I couldn't be mad at him. He was just happy to see me, so how can you be mad at him? Oh, we're going to do a different marble. So we're going to do this right here. Where's a good piece? Here we go. So this is called dichroic glass. It is a very metallic-y, shiny glass. And we're going to make a marble out of it. And hopefully it looks good. I'm running out of punties. There we go. No, I won't make any oil burners or dab rigs. I don't have a problem. Let me make it really clear. I do not have a problem with the industry, okay? No problem with the industry. None. There's just not a lack of choices out there for them. There's no lack of choices. Go to your nearest gas station. You'll be fine like 25, somewhere. There we go. So there's the dichro. Yeah, well, the next dagger I'm doing, I want to remove, not remove, but I don't want to do the claws on the side. I want to do wings. I want to kind of make wings on there. And that's my next project for a big project, is to do the dagger with wings. Uranium glass sword would be really cool, super expensive though. Uranium glass is so expensive. Yep, I love Bandu's awesome. You ever seen Bandu's marble runs? That is freaking cool. All right, let's go. We're gonna encase the dichro. And there's one little loopy. Put the second one on. There we go. I love dichro. Looks so good. So it creates this really shiny type of glass. It has like a mirror image, or like a mirror surface. And once you take that mirrored surface and you twist it up, it breaks it apart to like 1,000 little tiny things, needles. Do I make custom lab equipment? No. I would like to actually have done scientific work. That would have been really cool. No, glass does not give off fumes at all. How hard would a glass saber? I've done a couple of them, but I'm a little worried about making a lightsaber on YouTube. It just makes me a little bit nervous. I don't want to get flagged, you know what I mean? You don't play with Disney. They will eat your lunch. You don't mess with Disney. I got sued by Hello Kitty, so I ain't going for Disney. Hello Kitty got all up in my business. Okay, so we have a little bit of this dichro all melded in. It's really bright too. I love this dichro. I wish they still made this dichroic glass. They don't make it. Yeah, Disney will eat your lunch. Nope, that is not a Chihuly. That is back when I had a hot shop. I don't have a hot shop anymore. Why did Hello Kitty sue me? Because I made a cat that they said looked like Hello Kitty. I didn't try making Hello Kitty. I just had the same colors. And they went after me. My cease and desist was like that thick. It was like 4 inches thick. And thank God my attorney went to law school with their attorney, and he explained that I'm not interested in making Hello Kitty. And they dropped the lawsuit. They were literally suing me for one cat. But at the time, I had a jewelry store on an island in Florida. So I think they thought, there's a little money. Yeah, so I'm gonna make an addition to the chandelier soon. We're gonna add some glow-in-the-dark accents to it. No, I didn't sell it at all. I didn't even sell it. I literally just made a cat and it had the same colorings. So yeah, don't make any Hello Kitty. I can tell you that. They do not play. Sanrio is aggressive. Eccentric Clone, thank you. Do I know what goes into making Dark Quest? I do. Do you want me to explain it? I don't know the intricacies of it, but I know the basics of it. They actually have the cat. They took my cat. They took the cat. Can you believe that? This is called borosilicate glass. People commonly refer to it as Pyrex. So Pyrex is a brand, not a type. But, you know, unless you're actually in the business, you don't know that. Yeah, Nintendo is definitely the same way too. So I don't cross those boundaries anymore. I made a couple lightsabers at one point, and yeah, I made a Marvin the Martian a couple times, and at that time I was working at MGM in Las Vegas, and so they tried going after MGM, and I didn't, thank God I didn't have to defend myself. You know, they were going after casino money, so good luck. All right, let's see if we got any sparkle to this. I'm hoping it looks good. All right, so this should have a really nice metallic-y sparkle. While it's hot, it doesn't show though. That's what pisses me off. All right, so hopefully you can kind of see a little bit of color bouncing through there. Sometimes it's hard to see while it's hot. Then we're gonna take my favorite tool. I love this tool, it's so nice. Oh, that's my third bump mold. You wanna see my others? I've got like a whole bunch of them. And it's not hating on any poor. You're not poor. You were at MGM when it burned out. So I was at the new one, not the one that burned down that became Bally's. I was at the new one, the green one. That when we first started there, it was themed with Wizard of Oz. And they had a big ass theme park in the back of it, like huge. Yeah, that's what I said. Good luck taking on MGM Grand. All right, now we should be able to see a little bit of color bouncing through this. Hopefully you can see a little bit of the dichro popping through. It's very shiny. Yeah, I don't do, there's no lack of pipes or functional items out there. That's why I don't make it. There's no lack of it. We're going to do a spacey marble. There's no lack of variety out there, so I don't need to be making them. I don't have a problem with the industry. Like I said, no problem with the industry. Yeah, that is uranium. That is the bomb. I love uranium glass. Uranium glass is amazing. I bought as much of it as I could when it was like first coming back available. Here we go. I even have uranium from the 40s, like 1940. What's my favorite pattern to make in a marble? Ooh, I think what I call chaos, which is just a bunch of wavy patterns, like you're looking at a tide pool, and then there's a uranium one down there that I like. How much does uranium cost compared to regular glass? Oh, that's a good question, actually. So regular color can range anywhere on average between $20 and $40 a pound. Okay. Uranium glass is roughly about $150 a pound. I have Illuminati and I have ion. So one bucket is ion and one bucket is Illuminati. And that's just what is on display. Cranberry. No, they don't. Cranberry's a different type of glass, but we can get a cranberry color. All right, so we're going to take this, we're going to form it into a marble, and then we're going to take some ground up silver oxide. So it's silver ground up into a powder, and we're going to throw it on here. How come they brought it's a cool color, that's why. It's a very cool color. All right, we're going to round this out. There we go. Yeah, this is the uranium when it's fully activated. Oops, sorry, right there. So that's what the uranium does. I love that glass. It's like my favorite. This one's just a little bit different. So that's on the inside, that's on the semi-outside. All right, so let's get this thing rounded out and throw some silver on it. What do y'all say? Yeah, to make the uranium glass is dangerous. Yeah, I think so. You want to know what the most dangerous glass there is? I can point it out after I get this done. I'll show you. It is super, super not good to breathe it. I don't use a lot of it. And a lot of people use a lot of it. Let's see if I got a little bit here. Oh, I only got a tiny little piece. That right there, that is the glass I hate the most to breathe. So these yellows, oranges, and reds, like a cherry red. Yeah, I hate working with cadmium. Cadmium is so bad, but what's the job? No, cadmium. I hate working with it. All right, so we got to round this down a little bit. Then we're going to throw some silver on it. What's the worst injury I've had from my work? Cut. Oh, definitely a cut. This knuckle right there, I've cut down to the bone 2 times. And it was my fault. I was a dumbass with it. Yeah. It was definitely my fault. You could. I wouldn't wear a mask. You could have a good ventilation system, then you're all good. I mean, right now, my microphone's running through a noise suppression. So we're using NVIDIA broadcast, so you're not hearing a lot of the background that you got. I got it tuned a little bit to the torch, so you can hear a little bit of that, but nothing else. No, it's definitely real, cadmium. It's how you get these crayon-looking colors. I don't like wood doing. This is 31 years. I learned from my mother. My mother started when I was 2. I don't talk. There's no politics in my chat. We don't do that. I don't care what side of the aisle you are on, or if you're running right down the middle. Don't care, but we just don't do that here. I am not a news channel. I do not want to hear about it. For any side. How do you get patterns into the marble? Well, we're going to do a pattern marble right now. We're going to go after this one. We'll make a pattern marble. It'll be a simple pattern, but we'll do it. You know what? I don't care if you're blowing glass in Compton or wherever. Have fun with it. You know, enjoy. You know, welcome to the club of blowing glass. All right, so we just got to get this a little bit rounder. Give it a few seconds. And there we go. My watch is telling me to go to sleep. Every night, it's like, go to sleep. You'd think it'd learn by now. I only sleep like 3 hours a day. Eccentric Glow! Thank you for the happy poop. All right, so we're gonna bring this out. So this is just pure cobalt right now. In this dish right here, this little mold is ground up silver oxide. And we're gonna spread the silver oxide on here and create kind of like a spacey pattern. We just gotta take it, gotta use a metal brush though. And it's gonna create these little powdery space effects. Okay, where am I missing some right there? Okay. All right, I think we're good. What's my second favorite piece? Oh, I do actually have a piece that's really old, super old. I'm gonna show it. I can't really explain it all the way, but I can show it. I actually do have it out here. I was trying to do some photography with it. All right, so we're gonna bring it out. You're gonna start to see the silver start taking shape here. We're gonna bring it in and let it kind of start doing its thing. Might have to do the light. Now you can see the silver effects on it. And it just creates this little pattern. It's hard to see, but there's some light blues running through there. And it just creates this little spacey effect. Which I like. Love space stuff. All right, we're gonna grab this, pop it. Where did you go? I gotta let it sit for a second, or it'll end up rolling on the high side. All right, let's bring out, I haven't shown this very often, so let me grab it. I have to be careful how I bring it out. So this is one of my old favorites. This was made in, oh God, 2001. So that piece is from 2001. I'm gonna bring it a little bit right there. So it's super, super old. What makes this piece very unique is it glows in the dark. So all these dolphins and the jellyfish glow in the dark. So these are all hollow, all three of these. And they will actually completely glow in the dark too. Like that. This is very old though. Put that baby back because I will inevitably hit it with a damn glass rod. There we go. Yeah, that was back in 2001. How'd it survive? It's just sat on a shelf. Park that there because it looks person. That one is fragile. It is actually a little fragile. The weight of the base is like much heavier than the dolphin, so if it gets knocked, it'll definitely break. All right, we're gonna make a pattern in the glass. Put this down a little bit, there we go. You ever had a piece blow up in my face? Oh, I had tubing a couple times. No, it doesn't get hot. The torch never gets hot, see? It just doesn't do that. No, I don't use old uranium. I have all new uranium. I have uranium from the 40s though. I have I have like 22 pounds of uranium from the 40s. But it's a little annoying because the sizing of it is all in standard. It's not metric. I played with neon once, and then it just kind of, nah, I was bad. You should Google Operation Pipe Dreams. Makes you think I wasn't a part of it. Makes you think it didn't affect me. I'm not hoarding it. I use it all the time. I'm constantly using uranium. Hoarding would be keeping it to be one of those people that buys it just to resell it. I don't sell it. I'm not buying it to hold it and resell it for a profit. I actually use it. I probably burn through 5 to 10 pounds of uranium a month. That is Bandu Denham's book. And if you don't know who that is, he's amazing. What's the pipe dream story? It was a very, very bad situation that happened in the industry, the glass industry, where they decided they were going to raid everybody and throw them in jail for making functional items. And at the time that it happened, I had 40 glass blowers working for me. I had to pay them while we were sorting everything out. I had to keep them employed, so I had trained them. So we just kept making stuff and hoping that things would turn around. Eventually it kind of did, came back, but I kind of got out too. I knew it was time. Yep, for making it, correct. All right, so we got cobalt blue, and I'll tell you the worst part about Operation Pipe Dreams. I probably shouldn't say this. Rumor has it, I'll say it that way. Rumor has it that during that operation, there was a company called Chong, C-H-O-N-G. Everybody knows who Tommy Chong is. Chong Glass. And it got hit. And Tommy Chong got hit. And that's why he went to jail. But the real reason he went to jail, supposedly, I don't know 1,000% if it's true, is because it wasn't that he owned it, his son did. And they basically threatened him with 20 years for your son or 1 year for you. Yeah, JBD got hit hard, but yeah. You can make fireworks. Yeah, that's okay. You can say that. Yeah, they absolutely wanted to take out glass makers, 100%. There was a very, very rough time period, and it was brutal. I think at the time I had $40,000 worth of glass in UPS, and every store that it was going to was refusing it because they were so scared. And then I had to figure out where it all was to get it back. All right, we're gonna bring it out here. But that was many moons ago. What ear monitors? These are Fat Freaks. My favorite in-ear monitors are from a company called 64 Audio. And I've tried all their variations of in-ear monitors. And my favorite is one called U4S. I've tried them all, and that one, it's not the most expensive, it's not the cheapest, but I like it. We're making some marbles here. We've been on the road to making 100 marbles today. Centric Love, thank you for the jewels. What would happen? I'll give you one good guess what would happen if you touch it. I have confidence you could figure it out. I have total confidence you can figure out what would happen if you touched it. All right, so we got to get rid of this little egg shape right here. We're going to bring it in and start rounding it out. All right, it's got a little wobble in it. Hold on. I don't like that. Just this one, I'll take it out. Perfect. See, technically the marble should not fit in the mold. It should be running around the off the side. All right. We're looking good. So this will have a spiral running around it. So we're going to get a little pattern coming through here. This is a very basic pattern, but it's still classic for me. We're going to bring it out and there. So now you can see the spiral running around. A little bit of termination right there. So that is cobalt and butterscotch. No, I'm not going to do any hairspray. This is one of the safest torches on the planet, though. Flame is actually very bright blue. The camera just has a hard time picking it up. Okay, we're going to let it sit for a second. Thank you for the thumbs up. Eccentric Glow, thank you for the jewels. You guys rock. No, the torch, see, not hot at all. I refill my liquid tank about once a week. Yeah, it is actually bright blue. See, watch. Blue. Actually, if you put a little piece of glass in there, you'll see it blue. Here we go, watch. See how blue it goes? That's the actual natural color right there. Not that, right there. The camera just has a pain in the butt picking it up. Is it expensive? Expensive is relative to everybody's income. What may not be expensive to you may be super expensive to someone else. But I always tell people it's about $2,500 to $3,000 to kind of get your basics. And you can't forget about your monthly expenses of, oxygen, propane. You're going to be burning a lot of that. So you can't forget about it. And that's something that a lot of people forget. They get their equipment and they're like, oh yeah, I got oxygen, propane, glass, and electricity. All right, we're gonna do another one of those. Bring it down. There we go. Eccentric Glow, thank you, Brian. thank you so much for the jewels. Appreciate it. Don't know how much oxygen. It's not methane. Methane. Sorry, got a quick yawn for a second there. It's oxygen and propane. No, it is not a Chihuly. We are using propane. All right, so we're going to take this butterscotch color. Do you have an oxygen filter system or bottles? I'm using liquid oxygen. So liquid oxygen is in a gigantic tank, and it has a little converter in the tank that you open up a little valve and it starts pumping out oxygen. Nathan, thank you for the jewels. There we go. Just a couple stripes down. After I do this, I can show you how hot this thing is. I'll give you a glimpse into it. We'll do a little experiment. Do a little Breaking Bad science, Mr. White. All right, so we're just going to take this and we're going to twist it up and push it together. And then round that out. There we go. Break out the stakes. Yeah, no, it won't be stakes. It definitely won't be that. I appreciate all the hearts. Thank you, everybody. All the likes and everything really super help. I'm trying to grow this channel so I can do this more often, and I kind of want to expand it to some crazy ass projects, like super, super crazy projects. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna melt this in. Get some nice striping in there. I appreciate all that. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff. I've got some really good ideas for a few things. Who knows? We might even have it someday where you could win a trip and come here and be on the live stream learning glassblowing experience. Like, sit in front of right here and just kind of get to make something live. There we go. Small attachment. No, I wear sunblock every single day. Yeah, you should always wear sunblock on this. Let's get the spiral going. If you're gonna wear sunblock doing this, there's only like 1 or 2 brands that don't get all sweaty and drip in your eyes and hurt like hell. Sunblock stings like hell when it gets in your eyes. Okay, let's get this melted in. There we go. Got some nice stripes on there. Brian, thank you so much for the floating hearts. I appreciate it. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, yeah. I gotta wait for it to cool off before I can do anything. Shady McCord, what's up? Thank you for all the jewels. Eccentric Clone, thank you. Brian, thank you. All right, we're getting this really looking good right now. All right, there we are. So that is the butterscotch on top of the cobalt. It is a cool combo. This color is gonna strike out a little bit better, and it's gonna create some other colors in there, but that's pretty much it for that one. Then we're gonna grip, tap, off it comes. And smooth it out, let it sit here for a second. Because if I throw it in the kiln, it's gonna roll on the hot spot and create a divot. What do the different jobs do for your flame? What are you talking different jobs? I'm happy to answer questions, I just need to know what we're talking about. Shady McCord, thank you for the envelope. Appreciate that. All right, let me see if I can find a little experiment here. All right, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I got something floating around here that'll work. We'll try. Oh, are you gonna work? Yep. We got the old money bag. Okay, let's see what we got. I think we got a dumb penny in here. There we are. Let's see what year it is. I can't see what damn year it is. 1 second, let me see here. Because it's really worn off. Okay. We're gonna do a fun little challenge. We'll see how much you guys got on this. We'll do a little challenge. I just have to clear some stuff out of the way. We'll do a little science. Move that out of the way. Gonna grip this here. Do I have a separate? I do. Because it's gonna make a mess, possibly. All right, this penny is 1981. Okay, 1981 penny, right? How long do you think it will last in my torch? I want you guys to guess. We'll have some guessing. How long do you think it will last with just the small flame here? How long is this penny going to last before it melts? Any guesses? I'll give it a few seconds here. I think the chat's delayed. Yeah, 30 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds. Shady McCord says 30 seconds. I got to flame this down a little bit that way. 10 seconds. Kelly Tate. 22 seconds. Mikey. Blue Jay. 5 seconds. Brian says 20. 3 minutes. That I can tell you won't happen. Mike says 2. Heart Crossroads 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 1 minute. Well, 1 minute. Wow. 5 seconds. 7, 19. 1 minute. 16. This is for educational purposes only, so it's not illegal. It's science. 3 minutes, 1 minute. All right, so we got some times. So if you guys want to time it, go ahead. I don't know how long. I'm not going to time it myself, but we're going to find out. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. And there she goes. She is all, I didn't want it dripping, but that is toasted. I don't know how many seconds. It felt like 5 seconds maybe. No, this is 1981. This is not an aluminum penny. This is old. See if we can get it to drip a little bit. There we go. There we got splatter art. See if I can get that off. I'll fix it later. There we go. We'll put that off to the side. The torch is about 3,800 degrees. Yeah, it's about 3,800. I think it's 81. I think in 89 they changed it. 89 or 90. Still illegal. Well, turn me in. It's okay. It's for science. All right, we got to make a marble. Let's make some marbles. Let's do dichro. I don't think anybody's going to come and knock on my door for a penny. And if they do, it'll be an absolute viral video. I appreciate that. Thank you for the high five. All right, so we have a little dichro. We're gonna pop it in. We're gonna create a little sparkle marble. Shady, thank you for all the jewels. It's all good, yeah. We're just having fun. No, it is just propane. One of the things that you can use is a product called propylene. So it is it's a material that is chemolene and propane mixture, and it will burn about 500 degrees hotter. And that is an insane gas to use, but it's really expensive. So if I was going to make a 4-inch or greater marble, I would definitely have propylene. So yeah, it's called propane and chemolene. Yeah, of course, I love doing fun experiments. Maybe we'll bring out the marshmallow again. You know, the marshmallow lasted longer than the penny when we did it. Red Squeak knows. Red Squeak's been with me a long time. And we roasted a marshmallow, and that sucker stayed pretty intact for a long time. I was actually super impressed. It lasted way longer than the penny. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make a 4-inch marble ever again. Absolutely, Brian. Thank you. Thanks for hanging in. I don't know about magnesium. I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know. Torch for glass can range anywhere from, at the bare minimum, 150 probably for this type of glass. And they go sky's the limit almost. I mean, this one that I'm working on is 4,400. So this particular torch is 4,400. The little graphite mount on top of it adds another, I think, 200 to it. And then each foot pedal I'm using is another $250. So this torch, all the little doodads with it, you're like $5,000 in. All right, we're going to bring it in. Start creating a little lens cap on here. And there we go. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a 4-inch marble again. I would have to get a different apron because the last one I did burnt the hell out of me from the radiating heat. It blistered my entire chest. It hurt like hell. I would have to protect it from that again because that sucked. All right, let's get this one done. So this is the real sparkly one. Yeah, we do all kinds of blown glass. You know what? We'll make a little swan. You guys want to make a swan? Blown swan after this? I know I said 100 marbles, but we'll do an intermission. We'll make a blown swan. Oh man, this is really bright. I don't know if you can see that. It has this magenta color to it. Oh, there it is. There's the magenta. I love dichro. You know, I did a memorial once. This was the coolest memorial I've ever done. Okay, I've done a lot of memorial glass, meaning you take ash from people or pets and infuse it into the glass. There is a game, I think it's called Strategy. Yeah, blown glass swan. Is it Strategy? No. What's the one that has all the little marbles on it, the game? Somebody help me out. What's the game that has all the little marbles on it? I can't think of it right now. And you move the marbles around the board. Anyway, we did all the marbles. The red, the yellow, the black, blue. We did it all in memorials because the guy was a fanatic for the game. And when he passed away, his family went and had him made into the game so they could play with him. No, it wasn't Chinese checkers. I know that. Stratego, that's it. No, it was Stratego. So he loved that game, and so when he died, the family had him made into the game. It was a tough project. I mean, because you got to get every marble exactly the same size. But it was a pretty cool project. That's like the coolest one I've ever done, I think. I would like to do one out of Go maybe someday, but you know, I don't want someone dying to make a game, you know. That would be, you know. But if we were presented with it, yeah, I might do it. But that one was tough because we had to get every marble exactly the same. And then the other one that was kind of cool is we did a Monopoly piece. So that was kind of neat too. Yeah, we did a Monopoly piece. It was the iron. So I made the iron in memorial. Yeah, I wish I had come up with the idea. I did not. Look at all the colors. I'm hoping y'all can see the colors bouncing through there. This is my favorite dichro on the planet. I really wish they could restart it. Separate it. Then of course I got Dragonfly Creations amazing tool here. All right, we have to let that sit for a second. Hans, thank you. Have a good day, Hans. No, I am setting up Nightbot and it's not working for some reason right now. I have Nightbot set, but the giveaway portion of it's not working and I have to follow very specific rules on here. What was I? Oh, we're going to do a swan. All right. I hope I have a decent piece of glass. The swan's going to have to be kind of mini. We're not going to be able to do a very big one. I'm not making anything. We're doing a swan base. How did I get into glassblowing? My mother. She was a professional glassblower for 50 plus years. But, so she started when I was 2. I grew up with it. This stuff stays super pliable for a long time. And then it doesn't. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. I appreciate all the subscribers. Honestly, I really appreciate all the subscribers. I am trying to grow this channel. I want to do some really fun projects and make it happen. I'll tell you my absolute adventure goal, my ultimate goal that I want to do. I want to be able to train people who are wheelchair bound. This job is perfect. If you have full functioning from waist up, you can go in and I can train a person that's wheelchair bound to do this job. That would be an amazing thing to be able to do with people. They can work from home and do that. Yeah, I love the Meta Ray-Bans. They're really they're so comfortable. All right, we got to heat this tubing up. And then we'll make a swan. I've got to do 2 things real quick. We got to pull this down a little bit. Now, I haven't made one of these in like 6 months, so I'm probably going to blow it, but that's okay. Oh, that's no pun intended. I'm going to pull that down a little bit. Need some room to work with. No, I don't do any stained glass or cut glass. I tried stained glass just for fun, and I got a lot of cuts. That sucked. All right, let's make a swan. I'm hoping it works, but I may mess it up. It's a very good possibility. That's okay. It's been like 6 months since I made one of these. Got a little bubble. Okay, got a bubble. So far, so good. All right, let's see if we can make this work. I'm gonna have to step back for a second because this part sucks. Almost there. Bring it back. Okay. Got to pop a little hole for the base, make it into a base. See if we can do the head. The head got a little wonky on me, but that's okay. So we're getting there. Got to make a little bit of a bigger incision hole. Screaming swan. That is the glass. Want to see? Man. I know, right? Screaming swan. It's a little rough. It's been 6 months since I've made one of these. Yeah, occasionally we can do some blown glass. It's just I don't know why I wanted to make a swan. I haven't done one in so long. See if it sits. There. So that is just a little blown swan. Oh shit, covered up by stuff. See? There. Now, the one thing I do love about these, let's see if I can really test it. Got your grab bag? Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Grab bags are really good value. All right, here we go. There. That's how you can tell if your work's okay. See? It lives. And it's not even tempered yet. Get up here. I do a lot of field testing with stuff. Yeah, you're gonna love the grab bag. It's awesome. Yeah, you can absolutely buy 100%. If you click on my profile in YouTube here, there are links to the website and how to get a hold of me if you have trouble. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for the night. We didn't get close to the 100. I think we were about 42 of them, but we had a good time because I was doing other stuff. But I appreciate all of you hanging with me, and thank you for subscribing. I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. But if you don't, that's okay too. I'll earn it at some point. I thank you all. Have a good time. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Seriously, thanks for hanging with me. Made my night better.